Patrick Catindig is one of Bulacan's promising new leaders with a background in nutrition, business, and service. Raised by public servants, honed in both corporate and community work, he now enters politics with a fresh vision. What are the compelling reasons why this first-time councilor aspirant decided to take a plunge into politics? We have here several categories. Patrick, well, welcome, first and foremost. Welcome, sorry.
Hi, George.
I really got into this game that we'll be having.
Sure.
Anyway, I have here, some papers rolled, and inside are categories, no?
Okay.
So, bawat category, magkakaroon ako ng tanong. And you have 30 seconds, of course, to answer, and you have to wait for me to say timer starts now bago ka sumagot. Okay, so ilalapit ko na sa'yo to para mamili ka ng first one. Okay, sige. Pick one category. Go ahead.
Okay. Passion projects.
Okay, passion projects. So, ang tanong ko sa'yo, ano ang mga passion projects mo? In 30 seconds, please explain what Whole Echo, You Lead Pilipinas at Cabecera is all about. Timer starts now.
Okay. These passion projects are all social community development programs. I am the co-founder of You Lead Pilipinas, an NGO that started 2022. And then I'm also one of the officers of Cabecera. It's a culture and heritage organization in Bulacan. And the other one is Whole Echo. This is actually my company, which involves in producing biodegradable and compostable materials for the environment.
Okay. So, well, seems like, based on what you said, marami kang mga pinagkakaabalahang non-government organizations. Okay, so, paano yun? How do you balance your time as well?
I think the very important thing here is about loving what you do. It's all about the passion. So, when I started everything, it's a matter of prioritizing the things that you would like to pursue. And given the platform right now that I'm going into public service, this is not even parang malayo sa kung nasaan ako right now. It's just more of amplifying and giving voices for those that are unheard right now, issues that are unheard.
And of course, parang you wanted a sustainable community living, no?
Yes.
To make it a lifestyle.
Very important.
Paano?
Okay, so right now in the company that I started, this is Whole Echo. So from the word whole, it means it's inclusive. And then the other one is, we started with food. The main reason that we started the biodegradable and compostable campaign is because we want to shift the usage of, we want to avoid the single-use plastic.
Okay.
Everybody uses plastics. In particular, all our disposables are plastics. So we want to shift from the use of plastics into a more environment-friendly material, which is made from bamboo that I co-founded.
And importante yan kasi nakatira kayo sa tabi ng Manila Bay. Diba? So, the impact to the community will be big. Pero anong mapapayo mo doon sa mga kabataan naman na interesado rin or meron silang advocacy and they wanted to, proliferate that advocacy to others?
Yes. George, I'm very happy to share that we have different programs in Bulacan that I started, which is the Kabataan Cabecera and the Active Citizenship Program on the Youth Lead that we were able to spearhead a couple of years ago. So, una yung active citizenship ng mga kabataan sa amin in Bulacan. They are very much involved in creating projects and programs. So, what I did there is to give them the guide and template.
Okay.
And then the other one with, ano yung sinabi ko dito, yung tungkol sa Kabataan Cabecera, we spearheaded different workshops on how to promote our town and even our province so that we will be able to include this in their programs in the long run because we want them to do better. If you know what I mean. We want them to do better.
Of course. We want them to do better. Now you pick your next category.
Okay.
Okay. Can you please hand it to me?
Ay, sorry.
Okay, it's okay. All right, it's okay. So, next one is Jokes and Joy. All right, sige. Mukhang papatanong tayo. So, Jokes and Joy. Sa dami mong mga career achievements, you tell us in 30 seconds kung paano mo pinapanatili na maging masayahin, may sense of humor, at lalo na sa mga tough situations? Your timer starts now.
My father is a good joker, pero hindi ko siya namana.
Okay.
But, my parents will always ask me to live a simple life.
Okay.
Relax lang. Ang buhay, weather lang. Every gising is a blessing. So, yun yung mga thoughts na nasa isip ko. That's why I try to manage my time wisely and, take life not too seriously. But at the end of the day, of course, syempre, it's about giving back. But yeah, it's never about, don't complicate things. Yun yung aking pamantayan sa buhay.
Staying positive, staying happy, sa gitna ng maraming problema sa mundo, paano mo siya ginagawa?
Alright, I think the key here is about presence of God. I was raised by a very prayerful family, and in everything that we do, my parents would always tell me that si God muna, God first. And then, you always have to pay it forward. You always have to give back. And be kind. Yun lang. One random act of kindness will surely make a difference.
Sabi mo kanina, your father is a
He's a
joker.
good joker, not me.
pero ano yung memorable na joke from your dad na hindi mo makakalimutan?
Actually, story kasi yun eh. Pero, trivia lang din. Kasi
Sige.
funny, sa mga friends ko, I have here notes in my phone. Every time na nakakarinig ako ng mga good jokes, nakakahiyaman, pero nililista ko siya talaga.
Okay.
And then, pag meron akong gustong pag-share ng joke, sinasabi ko yung joke. Can I share it to you now?
Okay, of course.
Okay.
Kaya lang, nag-anticipate ako ng joke. Oh, sige, but go ahead. Read
Wait
it.
lang, ito to yan. Ito. Bakit nagkahiwalay ang magjowang ahas?
Bakit?
Kasi, sawa na sila.
Sawa na. Yeah. Alright. O baka meron pa. Isa pa.
Isa pa?
Isa pa, please.
Anong tawag sa itlog na hindi pinapansin?
Itlog na hindi pinapansin. Ano?
Eh di, ignored.
Ignored. O sige, I'll ignore that joke. No, I'm kidding.
I'm worst joker.
No, of
yeah.
course not.
But I'm a good recipient of jokes.
No, it's okay. But, it's good from time to time that we laugh things off. Lalo na kung medyo mabigat yung araw at pagod tayo.
Tama.
Now, sige, pili ka na ulit ng next na category. Okay, here. Thank you. Next one is Family Matters. Okay, so usapang pamilya. Hindi ka naman namin paiiyakin. Okay, so question is, parehong naging public servants yung parents mo. So in 30 seconds, ano ang naging trabaho nila sa gobyerno at ano yung mga values siguro na natutunan mo sa kanila? Timer starts now.
My father was a former barangay captain, while my mother was a retired municipal budget officer in our municipality. I think the biggest, the values that I learned from them is number one, I was exposed to them being so passionate in helping others. Bata pa lang ako, madami na kaagad tao sa bahay namin lumalabas. And you know what a barangay captain is? What he is doing, lahat ng sumbong nasa kapitan.
Sige, anyway, let's follow-up question na lang para ituloy mo yung sinasabi mo. Hindi nga madali maging barangay captain kasi pagkagising mo o ginigising kayo ng mga tao kapag may problema. So how was it growing up na ganun yung setup?
Sorry, by that time, I did not actually experience living nung buhay, hindi pa ako buhay nung naging barangay captain ng father ko.
Okay.
But kahit na hindi na siya kasi barangay captain, people will always go sa bahay namin. And even my mother, nakasuporta din siya na even after nung term ng father ko as barangay captain, dire-diretso pa rin yung tulong namin sa mga tao. And siguro, one thing is my family background. I was exposed to different public servants din kasi na yung family namin, lahat nasa serbisyo publiko. So growing up, yun yung mga bagay na natutunan ko eh. Number one, it's about being simple. You always have to pay it forward. And then the second one is stay humble. Kasi kung ano man ang meron ka at kung ano man ang marating mo sa buhay, you have to give back and you have to live simply. Yun.
Anong reaksyon nila nung nagsabi ka sa kanila na tatakbo akong konsihal ng Bulakan?
may hesitations at first.
Bakit?
Because I am already involved in the business that I started 2 or 3 years ago. So it might, give me, it might really affect the things that I'm doing.
Oo, pero anong sabi nila?
But if this platform that I was given by our mayor, na mas ma-amplify yung mga voices na pinakikipaglaban ko din a few years back, nakasuporta sila sa akin. They're of course very happy with my decision and very much supportive.
Sige. Next category, pili ka na. Here. Thank you. Okay. Food for thought. Okay, so pagkain. Now in 30 seconds, paano ka nagsimulang maging conscious sa diet mo? And timer starts now.
I was very fat when I was in college. So I have around, I weigh 200 pounds. And then when I graduated from University of Santo Tomas, Nutrition and Dietetics, that was the time that I learned and how to be, what do you call this one? How to properly practice my good diet and routine and exercise. So mas doon ako na-expose sa ano ba yung mga dapat kainin, ano ba yung mga dapat gawin. So, yan, doon ko mas nakita yung sarili ko and how do I envision myself in the long run to be healthy.
Oh, but of course, sa panahon ngayon, parang 'di ba sinasabi ng mga tao, we have to be all accepting to all body types, yung tinatawag na body positivity. So, syempre, if you are advocating for something like good diet, no? Hindi ba siya natitake like in a different way kapag nasasabi mo ito sa kanila? Na parang, oo.
I have a lot of friends, usually, if they know me that I am more into the internal, meaning yung mga laboratory tests nila. It's never really about the physical appearance for me, but it's about the internal. Uric acid, cholesterol, blood sugar levels. So doon ako after. And nutrition and dietetics, it's a food science. So this is something that I expressly share to my friends and even my family and a lot of people that knows me. That yun talaga, yun ang inaano ko sa kanila, tinuturo ko sa kanila, even living a healthy lifestyle. Because if we want to change something, it must start from our lifestyle. Because if we make poor habits in terms of our eating cycle, and then it will reflect sa different routines natin the whole day. And even it will reflect sa physical bodies natin. But it's never an issue for me.
Probably pati yung ating mental situation.
Definitely. Our mood, it has a big factor.
Okay, now you picked the last one.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Patrick. Okay, let's see. This one is roads and routines. So now in 30 seconds, ano yung mga wellness activities mo na para sa'yo o para sa sarili mo at paano mo na-incorporate yung wellness given your busy schedule?
All right.
Timer starts now.
Okay. First, every day when I wake up, I have my 10-minute workout routine. It's not really a workout routine. It's a basic calisthenics, low, medium intensity workout, which involves mga burpees, tapos push-ups, yan. So physical yan. And then second, I usually start my day with a very light breakfast, which consists of bread, bananas, and black coffee. And then all throughout the day, nakamonitor ako through a food diary.
Okay. Nabanggit mo, meron kang exercise sa umaga. How important is that? Lalo na if you can share it to us na hindi masyadong mahiling mag-exercise, how important is exercise?
It's important, first and foremost, because it's a good mood starter. It's a good booster. It's not about just, being, you do your stretchings. No, it's a good motivating part sa umaga mo. Ako, like in my case, when I wake up in the morning, yung stretchings ko lang, ganyan, left and right, nakakapagbigay yun kaagad sa akin ng mga nakakapag-release ng endorphins that you cannot get to while you are just lying in your bed, diba? So that's very important kasi when you have a good positive outlook in life, pagkagising mo pa lang sa umaga, it will reflect sa buong araw mo eh. So that's how important for me is physical activity, stretching in particular.
Well, speaking of physical activities, ano yung mga hobbies mo na physical?
I like biking. I do not like to go to the gym, but I prefer walking or brisk walking or jogging. More on sa traveling and then cooking. Yan, bata pa lang ako magluto.
Well, speaking of traveling, ano yung pinaka-memorable mong travel experience by far?
By far, Philippines, it's in Cebu. And then outside the Philippines, it's in Japan.
Okay. Now, with your advocacies, napakadami ginagawa mo. Pero bakit ka nag-decide to join politics this time?
Alright. Naniniwala ako sa pag may nabigyan ka na ng pagkakataon, if there's an opportunity for you out there, you just have to grab it at the right place and in the right time. So, I tried. I was offered by our mayor to join the team. And sinabi naman niya, Patrick, meron ka nang ginagawa. I'm just giving you the platform sa ating local municipality to help our fellow kababayan.
So hindi sapat sa tingin mo, hindi sapat na ginagawa mo siya as advocacy lang. Kailangan mag-impart ka ng governance para ma-push mo yung mga ginagawa mo.
Yes, and for two reasons. Number one, it's about the long-term effect of the programs. Because oftentimes, hindi ko naman nilalahat, but most of the government is doing the short-term projects. What I am planning to do is more of long-term programs.
Institutionalizing.
Yes, that's the goal. As an NGO, working in an NGO, alam natin yan, lack of funding. And why not use and utilize the resources of the government and put it into good use in the long run?
Now, my question now is, ano yung top 3 issues na sa tingin mo kailangang harapin mo o ng buong gobyerno sa Bulacan?
Alright. I have my 4K quality programs, but sige, I'll give the 3.
3 lang. 3 lang.
Sobra ka na, Patrick. 3 lang. Okay po. Number 1 is yung kabataan. We have an educational crisis. And very evident yan sa amin sa Bulacan. We spearheaded the Bayan Ko Teacher Ko program in our community, specifically in Barangay Tibig, where even grade 2, 3, and 4 students, hindi pa rin marunong magbasa. So sadly, merong talagang nangyayari sa ating ganyan. And we spearheaded that program, literacy program, and we reached at least 60% increase in their literacy rate. So that's a good sign. And I want to amplify that program in the next 13 barangays pa. With next is kalusugan. So we want to implement the universal healthcare law in our municipality. So malaking problem is pagka may sakit ka, hirap ka na sa katawan, hirap pa sa bulsa. So what we are trying to institutionalize here is the universal healthcare law to equal and affordable access to healthcare sa mga kababayan namin sa Bulacan. And third is yung kabuhayan. Sorry, I'll just go to the kalikasan because this is very predominant issues in our town. Sa issue ng basura. And I think this is not the issue in Bulacan alone, but in the whole Philippines and even the whole world. So responsible enforcement of solid waste management would really have a good effect. It may not be the perfect solution, but definitely it's a good solution. We just have to implement it wisely. Because until now, from the Clean Air Act ng 1999 until the Ecological Solid Waste Management ng 2002, hindi siya properly na-execute. So that's what we're trying to push in the local.
Flooding. How about flooding sa Bulacan? Meron bang
issues on flooding. We have here, in my opinion, I do not know yet the current programs of the administration in terms of the flooding. But we are trying to, what I am trying is to propose a climate action vision. The climate action vision is of course, it's under the category of the UN Sustainable Development Goals. So doon ako magbibigay ng, meron kaming 5-point agenda. So yun yung parang isa-suggest ko doon sa aming locality, just in case I was given that platform. But yeah, that is the goal.